Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to F1 2018, and welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix of Bahrain, the Bahrain GP, Sakir. So, yeah, we qualified P4. How the hell did that happen? And, oh, not the best start. Somebody lost a bit of their car there. I think it might have been me, but maybe not. Maybe not. Right. So we're just going to go to first pit stop. It'll be about 10 minutes. And we'll call it good. I'm trying to trim these down and not have full 50-minute races. So, development programs. Did them, of course. And I feel like you're getting more points for development programs now. Like F1 2018 is a little bit more generous than F1 2017. I've also done a couple interviews with Claire. And, wow. You have, like, just a few seconds to read these answers and try to assemble, like, what they mean. So it's, I guess, supposed to be sort of instinctive, but what I've ended up doing is demoralizing my chassis department. I've boosted the morale of my reliability department, but I hurt my chassis department's feelings. I don't even know what I said. So, did the development programs, qualified. We were P1 in Q1, we were P2 in Q2, and we ended up P4. I have no idea how, because we started 14th in Australia last week and ended up finishing 17th. And I had sort of resigned myself to... Sorry, I'm getting a notification here. I had sort of resigned myself to having not a bad season. I had sort of resigned myself to having a Williams season. Like, not super competitive. I would just focus on developing my character and developing the car. Well, we ended up in P4. So, great. Had a good start. Got up to P3, and right now we're in a little Ferrari sandwich between Raikkonen behind us and Vettel in front of us. I've settled in. First lap is always really grippy for me in F1, but we settled in and got ourselves together. And we're actually starting to, you can barely see it, you'll start to see it more clearly here. We're starting to reel in Vettel. Wait, what? Yeah. I don't know how exactly, but we are. Could be a lot of things. Could be that he's saving the car, saving mix and saving ERS, saving tires. I don't know, but we seem to be reeling him in, and man, I'm really enjoying this game more and more. Every time I play it, I enjoy it more and more. I think it could be that every time I play it, I get a little bit better at it. And when I say better, I don't mean like I'm going to start, racing people for money like a pool hustler or something. I just mean getting good enough at it that I'm enjoying myself and not feeling like I'm just suffering through a race. Like, really enjoying scrapping with other cars, and as you watch the laps tick away. If you're having a really awful race, it's like, Jesus, let's just get this over with. But when you're having a good race, or for me, I'll just speak for myself. When I'm having a good race, I look at the laps and it's like, no, I'm making up time on the leaders. I need more laps to catch them. I don't want the race to end. So that's a good feeling when I'm enjoying the race and not just like grinding through it to check another box for the calendar for the season. But yeah, man, feeling good in the car. I went with... I haven't really found a lot of setups for F1 2018 yet, so I went with a setup from F1 2017. It seems to work just fine. Did okay in qualifying, and we're holding our own here. As far as being part of the rock and roll pain train, we seem to be holding our own in P3. We don't have Raikkonen like right up behind us, all over our gearbox trying to get past, so I feel like we're doing all right. Now, to be fair, it's very early stages of the race, so everybody's just getting settled in. There's nothing really dramatic happening at the moment. But, yeah, man. Yep. We're in lap 3, so got DRS on Vettel. And I don't know if he was close enough to Hamilton. I assume he was, that Vettel had DRS on Hamilton as well. But we definitely had DRS on Vettel, and I feel like we gapped him up nicely right through there. So I had confidence at this point that I'd get the pass. Now, I didn't know if I had pace on the Ferrari or if I was just going to be able to make the pass, because those are definitely two different things. But I felt like, at least for the moment, that I was making some progress. Probably a little bit of hubris, I have to say. Because, he says, no, you can't have it. All right. But still in his slipstream, still DRS. And at this point, as I'm trying to remember, I recorded this about 2 hours ago. But at this point, I want to say Rich Mix, ERS is maxed out, hot lap, overtake, slipstream, anything that I can think of to get around this guy. And what's funny is it's probably tactically not even a sound play, because common sense would tell you that a Williams cannot run with a Ferrari. So why would I even risk stuffing the car to make a pass that I know in any logical universe I'm not going to be able to make it stick? But whatever. I ain't never been accused of being logical. Throw open the DRS. Another drag race. And we get him. We get him clean, too. Drift a little bit to the outside. Maybe not the most gentlemanly pass, but no contact. And I certainly wasn't intending to bounce off him or anything. So no dive bomb. Just a bit of a sloppy pass. Bit of a rookie pass. But we'll take it. And I'm feeling it right now. I'm trying to get everything dialed back because I don't want to waste all my fuel and all my DRS. But I'm really feeling it, like, oh yeah, look what I just did to Seb Vettel. Everything's fine now. Turns out everything is not fine. Look in that mirror on the right side of the screen. Yeah, not fine. Not fine. Not even close to fine. Jesus. Like I was standing still. Now, admittedly, he had DRS and I dialed back some of the power on the car, but that was a statement. That was Seb Vettel making a statement about what a Ferrari is. But that's cool. Still in P3. Now, Raikkonen at some point pitted. Very smart play, I have to say. If I'm a crew chief, if I'm a team principal, team manager, what have you, or if I'm Kimi Raikkonen, I'm looking at my teammate and a slower car scrapping in front of me, and I make several calculations. One is they're slowing me down. Another is if they crash each other out and I get caught up in it, we've lost both Ferraris in one crash, in one shunt. And also, what better time to pit than right now? So I have to think that was Raikkonen's strategy, was to get away from that potential catastrophe of a Williams trying to scrap with a Ferrari, particularly after that sort of wide pass that I made, inside outside. So yeah, I'm still able to hang with him, but gradually pulling away. And I think part of that is my tires going away. Part of it is just the Ferrari being so much more powerful than the Williams, even with the Mercedes motor in it. So we'll go ahead and go to first pit stop, and then we'll cut to the end screen, and I'll show you how we did. We actually did surprisingly well. I was very pleased with the results. And I also, I think I told you about Claire. We worked in with Claire a little bit. We answered some questions, and we are doing a ton of R&D programs, and we got a ton of R&D points this weekend. So that's all good. But man, she throws those questions at you. You just have like seconds to answer. It's hard to even read the answers. And then I'm trying to process, because I'm a writer, I'm very particular about language. So I'm trying to read these questions like, all right, depending on the placement of the comma, that could mean two completely different things. I'm just sort of guessing here. So yeah, I ended up pissing off my chassis department. Sorry, fellas and ladies, if there's any ladies there. Yeah, Vettel's pulling away, tires are going away, and it is time to pit. And I want to say, my confirmation that it's time to pit is I almost always run wide the last lap before I pit. And that's because I push. I get the pit window, and I push to the absolute far end of it. And the reason I do that is I want to basically push back all my pit stops, 2 or 3 laps, so that I have fresher tires on my final stint. And it's a bit of penny wise, pound foolish, because I end up throwing away time on my last lap before I pit, rather than using the fresher tires last stint to make up time, if that makes sense. So, right, I'm going to go ahead and skip to the end here and show you how we did. So just coming out of turn 10 now, you can see the fireworks. So that's going to be the end of our race. We finish in P4, and I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. I'm pleased with how well we qualified. We finish about 14 seconds off of Hamilton in P3. And I feel like I can definitely spot 14 seconds of errors that I made in this race as far as lapses in concentration, pushing the tires too long and going just a little bit wide. I can recognize, what I did wrong, when and where. It's just a question of not doing it again. And I think that's the hardest part in this sim is the consistency, just being consistent, absolutely lap after lap after lap after lap. And I have total respect for sim racers and YouTubers that are able to do that. I am not. We're going to cut to, there we go. Okay, so I'm sorry, we got P5, down one from P4. Hamilton was in fourth, Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Vettel. Okay, so if we go to standings now, we get down here. If we get to standings, there we go. If we get to standings, we went from 17th to 6th, and I will definitely take that. That's a good day for Williams when we can move up to 6th in the overall points behind basically the big three. Is all that's in front of us, and we are 5th in the constructors. So I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of F1 2018, and we'll see you next time. Take care now.